All right, and we are live. Good evening po and welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. Of course, we'd like to welcome back the members of Team Piaget. If you are a member of Team Piaget, of course, you can answer our quizzes, those that we are posting early morning, no, by the weekend. The same items are going to be discussed in our live stream discussion tonight. Then, of course, you can easily download our PowerPoint presentation. You can join the pre-board and the final coaching for free. There's no other payment for the pre-board and final coaching. Now, the only way that you can join our pre-board and final coaching is by becoming a member of Team Piaget. And of course, you can also enjoy the full-length video, okay? Because if you are not a member of Team Piaget and if you're just watching us on our YouTube channel or maybe on our Facebook page, your video is going to be cut, okay? So please do become a member of Team Piaget. Again, the membership is until September 2022. So just send us a message through our Facebook page. All right, so again, we welcome all of you back to Gurong Pinoy, the members of Team Piaget, the members of yung Team Replay, no, yung mga nanonood lamang sa ating Facebook page, sa ating YouTube channel. Again, gentle reminder, your video is going to be cut short. No? So again, if you want to avail the full-length video, you want to enjoy the full-length video, magpa-member na po kayo sa Team Piaget. We'd also like to welcome our newbies, no, yung mga kakatune in pa lamang sa atin. Welcome po. And we hope that you learn from us tonight. Now, tonight we are going to be discussing the professional education items, 20 items, professional education. Again, these were the same items that the members of Team Piaget have answered today through their quizzes. But before anything else, of course, let us all start with our opening prayer. So please join me as we have our opening prayer. The prayer is going to be flashed on your screen. We thank you for this new day, Lord. Help us to embrace all that it may hold for us, to hear the bird song and have new melodies in our hearts, to see the sunrise and create beauty with our hands, to touch the leaves that grow afresh and allow your love to touch our hearts, to smell the fragrance of the flowers and breathe in the wonder of your creation, to dwell on the beauty of our world and study and fathom your miracles, to enjoy the conversations we have and the lessons we go to. May we drink in all the goodness you have for us. Amen. All right, so once again, as I have mentioned, we will be discussing 20 items under professional education tonight. But before anything else, we have some very important announcements. Again, we have a raffle Christmas giveaway. No, meron tayong Christmas giveaway. We call this our hashtag Road to 100K Christmas giveaway, where we are going to be giving away 500 Gcash and cash to 25 lucky Kaguro winners in celebration of our Road to 100K Facebook page followers. Again, the mechanics are posted on our Facebook page. You have to follow us on Facebook. You have to be a subscriber in our YouTube channel. And of course, you have to leave a comment on how Gurong Pinoy has helped you for your LET, or if you are already an LPT, or how it is helping you prepare for your upcoming licensure examination for teachers. There will be 5 lucky winners every day from December 19th until December 23rd. So today po, or tonight, after our live stream, we are coming back on our Facebook page to do our first draw. Okay, so again, we are going to have 5 lucky winners tonight. That's after our live stream. So please read the mechanics, follow them. And of course, make sure that you are leaving your comments under the original post. Okay, so those who are going to have a chance to be drawn sa ating raffle mamaya are those who have already left their comments, no? Kasi nalagay ko na sa ating wheel of names. Okay, so again, this will happen after tonight's live stream discussion. Now, our schedule for our final coaching and pre-board can be found on your screen right now, left part of your screen. Tonight, of course, December 19th, we are discussing Prof Ed. December 22nd to 24th, our members of Team Piaget will be able to answer their pre-board. That's asynchronous, okay? So that means at your own pace, at your own time. They will just be posted on our quizzes, okay? So pre-board po yan, December 22nd until 24th. If you can answer by the 22nd para wala na kayong iisipin while you prepare for Christmas, mas maigi pong answeran nyo na maaga. Now, by December 26, we are going to be discussing Gen Ed, no? Part na siya ng ating final coaching until January 23rd. Okay, so again, the schedule is posted on your screen. Make sure that you follow the schedule. Make sure that you are following us so that you will be notified whenever we go live on Facebook or maybe on YouTube, no? When we go live on YouTube. Extra videos are also going to be posted. Those videos are part of our final coaching from September 2021. Okay, so again, please become a member of Team PSA. Your membership is good for a year. Okay, so kahit hindi pa kayo magti-take in January, it might be in March, or kung wala pa kayong schedule, magpa-member na po para mas marami kayong chance, mas marami kayong time to prepare for your upcoming LEP. And of course, we still are having our donation drive, no, for the typhoon victims, the Typhoon Odette victims in Iloilo. Again, any amount will come a long way. Any amount is highly appreciated. You can send your donations through our GCash. Nandiyan po sa screen nyo, sa baba po ng screen nyo, GCash or Union Bank. So again, please do help us and please contribute in any way that you can. Any amount will do. Maraming salamat po for those who have already contributed. All right, so we start with our Prof. Ed, question number 1. Again, please do share this video, tag your friends, start a watch party, like this video. Napaka-importante that you share this video para mas marami tayong ma-reach, no? Mas marami tayong matulungan. Okay, number 1, this is from, of course, this is Prof. Ed. When asking effective questions, all except one of the following practices should be followed. Which one is it? Letter A, if students are unable to respond, give them the correct answer to save time. Letter B, wait at least 5 seconds before calling on students to respond. Letter C, ask one question at a time. Letter D, start your lesson with relatively easy questions and proceed to more difficult ones. Which one do you think is the correct choice for question 1? Okay, again, ang ating pong road to 100K, no, hashtag road to 100K, may mechanics po tayo at meron po tayong instructions doon. Doon nyo po ililive ang inyong comments. Okay, I see A's in our comment box. Please do like this video sa mga hindi pa po nagla-like. Meron po mga 50 plus na hindi pa nagla-like ng ating video. Of course, please do share this video, start a watch party, tag your friends. And again, gentle reminder, if you're watching us on Facebook and YouTube, your video is shorter. Okay, so again, for you to enjoy the full-length video, ay magpa-member po kayo sa Team Pishay. Okay, I see a lot of letter A's for question 1. All right, so going back to the question that you have here, sabi ng question, when you are asking effective questions, all except one of the following practices should be followed. There is an exception, okay? And we are looking for that exception. Which one should you not follow, no? So, marahil yung iba sa inyo, hindi na naman nakita tong except one, yung not, except, which one is not, no? So, dapat himay-himayin nyo yung question nyo sa inyong let. Okay, so all except one of the following practices should be followed. Which one is the exception? Which one is not part of the methods through which you can ask effective questions? And of course, the correct choice is letter A. No? Sasabi ng letter A, if students are unable to answer, give them the correct answer to save time. We don't do that. No? Letter B is correct. We have what we call wait time, no? At least 5 seconds before calling on students to respond. Give them a chance to construct their thoughts bago mo sila tawagin, no? And of course, you have to give your question first before you call on a student. Hindi po pwedeng tumawag ka ng estudyante tapos nagbigay ka ng question, yung ibang students ay hindi na mag-iisip, no? Kung ganun yung nangyari. Okay, so asking one question at a time, starting with relatively easy questions and proceeding to more difficult ones. These are also correct. Okay, so letter A is correct for number 1. We move on with question number 2. Ligwa ka agad, sabi ni Sir Roderick. Okay lang po yan. Your student's talkativeness is beginning to distract the attention of the entire class. You want to use timeout to discipline him. Which of the procedures should you not do? Letter A, send your student out of the classroom for the duration of the class period. Letter B, ensure that the student can be observed by you or a teacher aide while serving the timeout. Letter C, allow the student to rejoin the class when the timeout period is over. Or letter D, let the student stay in an area where he feels secure and comfortable. Okay, which one is the correct choice? Sir Jolan, good eve, ma'am. First time po sa live. Lagi po ako nanonood ng mga video sa YouTube. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Nek. God bless. Maraming salamat po for being able to join us live today. Okay, so again, sa ating mga newbies, welcome, welcome. And again, if hindi pa po kayo member ng Team PSA, magpa-member na po. Just send a message through our Facebook page. Okay, number 2, I see Ace. Ngayon, sabi ni Facebook user, naligwak kanina dahil hindi napansin yung except. Okay, so again, basahing maigi, no? Himay-himayin, lalo na sa Prof. Ed. Yung answer po ay depende sa question. So kahit na parehas yung question, may isang word lamang yun na iba, iiba na din po yung inyong sagot. Ma'am Tintin Shello, newbie, welcome po. Good evening sa ating mga first-timers. But of course, we also would like to welcome back our Team Thunders, ng ating mga veterans. New member from Dulag Leyte, Ma'am Sweet Ong Lacaba Bardillon. Welcome po. Okay, going back to question number 2, a lot of you are answering letter A. Your student's talkativeness is beginning to distract the attention of the entire class. You want to use timeout to discipline him. Which of the procedures should you not do? Okay, may not na naman po dito. So that means hinahanap natin yung mali na naman, no? Hinahanap natin yung exception. Which one should you not do? And the correct choice here is letter A. Send your student out to the classroom or out of the classroom for the duration of the class period. Hindi po pwedeng the entire class period nasa labas na siya for the timeout. And because if that happens, then your student has missed the learning opportunity, no? So dapat may limit. It might be 5 minutes, 10 minutes bago mo siya papasukin ulit. Pwede mo siyang kausapin while standing outside habang nag-activity yung iba niyang klase, no? So ensure that you can observe him or kung meron kang teacher aid, no? Usually pag SPED teacher ka, meron kang teacher aid, pwedeng may tumitingin sa kanya, no? Dapat secure siya, komportable siya kung saan siya nakastay. And of course, once the timeout period is done, he can rejoin the class. Okay? So hindi po, for the duration of the class period, gaya dito sa amin, yung aming class period runs for 90 minutes. No? So 90 minutes, 1.5 hours. Hindi po pwedeng nandun siya sa labas ng classroom for the entire period. Okay, so letter A is what we are looking for, which the procedure that we should not do. Okay, so letter A po, ang ating tamang sagot. Okay, number 3, Teacher Susie uses a low-profile classroom control technique most of the time. What does this imply? Letter A, she is reactive in her disciplinary orientation. Letter B, she manages pupils' personalities and motivation in front of the class. Letter C, she manages misbehavior without disrupting lesson flow. Or letter D, she reacts severely to a misbehaving student. Okay, which one is the correct choice for number 3? Ayon, Sir Roderick. Si Sir Roderick. Na principal po ako noon dahil pinalabas ko ang student dahil very talkative. So ikaw yung na-principal dahil pinalabas mo siya, no? Hindi naman po pwede dahil kapag kaparte ng pagdidisiplina mo sa kanila, dapat hindi ka pina-principal. Kaya lang minsan siguro hindi naging klaro. Minsan kasi may mga stage mom, no? May mga parents na medyo protective. Okay, for number 3, I see a lot of letter C's. Okay, number 3, letter C, karamihang choice ninyo. Again, please do like this video. We still have around 30 people not liking this video. Please like this video, share this video, start a watch party, tag your friends, come on, and hit that like button, love button. Okay, so napakadali lamang pong i-hit yung like button, love button natin. Please go ahead and do that while you are waiting for the final choice. New member from Davao City, Ma'am Ava Krishna Braza Bilyones. Welcome po. Okay, I see a lot of letters C's for number 3. Again, please do like this video. For the people who are watching us have not liked this video yet, paki-like na po ng ating video, and of course, share this video with your friends. Now, tag your friends. All right, so number 3 here, Teacher Susie uses the low-profile classroom control technique Most of the time. What does this imply? Okay, so low profile. Ano ba yung low profile, no? When you say low profile classroom control technique, the correct choice here is letter C. That means she manages misbehavior without disrupting lesson flow. So what are some examples of your low profile classroom control? That means hindi obvious, no? Hindi obvious sa ibang kaklase na sinasaway mo na yung isang bata. Pwedeng proximity control, pwedeng lalapitan mo siya, no? Diyan ka magsa-stand sa malapit sa kanya, pwede din namang eye-to-eye contact, no? So eye-to-eye contact, titingnan mo siya, or sometimes may hand gesture kang ginagamit, meron kang ganyan, pwede yan, no? Basta hindi nadi-disrupt yung klase mo. So that's low-profile classroom control technique. Hindi po pwedeng reactive. Gusto po natin ay maging proactive inside the classroom. When you say proactive, before it even happens, you've already avoided it, no? So yung proactive disciplinary orientation is when you believe that prevention is better than cure. Yung reactive kasi, kung merong nangyaring misbehavior, saka ka pa lamang mag-a-action, wala kang preventive measures, no? Wala kang routines, wala kang classroom rules. Okay, so hindi din reacting severely to a misbehaving student, and of course, reacting severely, and letter B dito is managing pupils' personalities, motivation in front of the class. Hindi din siya po pwede dahil what we are looking for is low-profile classroom control technique, especially if yung mga estudyante natin are high school students. They don't want to be reprimanded. They don't want to be told in front of their class, no, in front of their classmates. So what you would do is you talk to them individually. Hindi po pwedeng pinagalitan mo siya sa front ng klase kasi na they can easily get embarrassed. So minsan when they are embarrassed, they would talk back, no? So sasagot sila just to let their classmates know that they're fighting back, no? So hindi po pwede. Dapat one-on-one yung disiplina pag kinausap mo siya, or what you can do is of course low profile classroom control technique, yung hindi obvious, hindi na disrupt yung klase mo. Okay, so number 3 is letter C. Number 4, what must a teacher do to ensure orderly transition between activities? Letter A, allow time for the students to socialize in between activities. Letter B, have the materials ready at the start of the activity. Letter C, assign fewer exercises to fill the allotted time. Or letter D, wait for students who lag behind. Okay, which one is your choice for number 4? Maraming salamat po for those who are supporting us by sending us their stars on Facebook Live, no? Maraming salamat for all our star senders. Sa mga super chatters natin sa YouTube, maraming salamat din po. And of course, you can also send your donations through our GCash and through our Union Bank account. Ma'am Giselle Jane Gamilde, newbie. Okay, so Ma'am Giselle Jane, hello ma'am, new po ako dito. Balita ko po maraming pumapasa sa inyo. I hope isa din ako soon, of course. Okay, so we are going to work hard together so that you can all pass your LEP. New member, Ma'am Lucille Bolivar. Good evening po sa lahat, sabi ni Ma'am Lucille. Good evening po. Okay, letter B. I see a lot of letter Bs. For number 4, a lot of letter Bs. Okay, so again, for question 4, sabi dito na number 4, paano mo ma-ensure na orderly yung transition between the different activities that you have, no? So, gaya dito sa amin, we would always start with bell work, no? So may bell work kami, or bell ringer, or warm-up, review, ganyan, or pagkatapos nun ay may mini lecture, no? So, mini lesson lang, napaka-igsi. They cannot stand having long lectures, no? So, hindi po pwedeng mahaba yung lecture mo dito. Then, of course, you would give them some work while you are guiding them, no? So, may guided practice, and then may individual practice before you release them for their own activities. And then after that, usually we would check their activities, no? So, while they enter the classroom, I would ask them if I already have the materials for their bell work. I would ask them to grab a copy of the material, nasa gilid lang ng door, no? Or sometimes pag may notes, grab a copy of the notes, okay, before they enter the classroom. And so how can we be ensured that the transition between those activities from bell work to mini lesson to guided practice, independent practice until your exit task, no, nonfiction writing dito sa amin, would be smooth? And of course, the correct choice here is letter B. Have the materials ready at the start of the activity. Dapat nakaatado na, no, nakalagay na lahat ng materials mo, ready na lahat ng materials mo. Hindi ka na mahihirapang maghanap. So once you give them, say, their independent practice, you know where the materials are. While sometimes papunta ka sa independent practice, binibigay mo na yung materials, no? You would already be passing the materials from the front of the classroom to the back, for example, or kung papaano ka man mag-pass ng inyong materials, no? So dapat ready ka, and napaka-importante na tinry mo yung materials, especially pag yung mga virtual lab, no? Virtual laboratory activities, pag mga online activities, dapat chinek mo siya, tinry mo siya, kasi minsan meron sila mga questions, no? So kung meron ka nakikita, meron ka na-foresee na baka magtanong sila dito, sabihin mo na when you are giving them the instructions, sabihin mo na, no, in this part right here, this is what you are going to do. So napaka-importante that your instructions are clear, okay, kahit yung time limit, no, kung kailan nila kailangan matapos yung kanilang activity ay nabigay mo para wala na masyadong disruptions, para wala masyadong questions. Klaro lahat ng instructions, okay? We don't allow time for students to socialize because they can easily get distracted, no? So they'll get distracted, mawawala na naman sila sa kanilang wisyo. So we don't allow this. Assign fewer exercises, hindi din. Wait for students who lag behind, we don't also do this, okay? So that's why we have a time limit, okay? So we pressure them. Dapat matapos nyo during this time kasi if you don't give them a time limit, sometimes they would be dragging, no, yung hindi sila gumagawa, they're not doing their best and they're not doing stuff on time. So dapat klaro kung ano yung gagawin nila. I usually say after 30 minutes, we'll be checking your work, we'll be switching papers. So make sure that you have completed everything that is going to the grade book. Okay, so napaka-importante minsan dito. Sasabihin mo na ilalagay ko yan sa grade book kasi minsan hindi nila gagawin kung hindi graded. Okay, so letter B po ang tamang choice for number 4. Number 5, Mrs. Gaddy encourages her students to brainstorm, to be internally motivated, and to be flexible and playful in their thinking. She's also careful that she does not become over-controlling of her students. Mrs. Gaddy is fostering blank in her classroom. Is this letter A, creativity, letter B, decision-making, letter C, collaboration, letter D, dependence? Okay, which one is the correct choice? Ma'am Maribel Bohos Brioso, welcome po, newbie from Masbate. Paano po mag-join, Sir Onnetnek RC? Mag-send po kayo ng message through our Facebook page. Ma'am Marifin Nilo Navata, mag-send po ng message sa ating Facebook page. First-timer, Sir Joel Zamora from Zamboanga del Norte. I always watch your videos po. Thank you. Maraming salamat, Sir Joel. All right, again, gentle reminder for those of you watching us on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel, your video is a shorter version. So again, if you want to enjoy the full-length video, please do become a member of Team Piaget. Just send us a message, no, through our Facebook page. Okay, I see a lot of C's, A's. Ano kaya yung tamang choice? All right, now going back to the question that we have here, si Mrs. Gadi daw ini-encourage ang students niya to brainstorm, internally motivated, to be flexible and playful. She's also careful that she does not become over-controlling. Okay, so what is she trying to foster? Is this creativity, no? Does she like her students to become creative? Does she like her student to make decisions for themselves? Is this collaboration? Okay, again, when you say collaboration, that means the students are working together. Okay, so they are working in groups, they are working in teams, pwede din namang in pairs, no? That's collaboration. Letter B is dependence, when the students just depend on the teacher, no? And of course here, the correct choice would be letter A, creativity, no? This is creativity. She is teaching them to be creative because she wants them to brainstorm, to think about different ideas, to be motivated internally, not just for the prizes, not just for the rewards, to be flexible and playful. Okay, so be playful, be flexible. And of course, she does not over control her students. She is giving them a leeway, no? She is giving them some space. You can do this, okay? Depends on you. Be creative. Yan yung sinasabi ni Mrs. Gatti. So, creativity po yung ating hinahanap dito, letter A. Hindi po collaboration dahil wala naman po mention na hindi naman minention na they are working together, no? Hindi siya decision-making, hindi din siya dependence. Okay? So letter A, creativity is a correct choice. Napaka-importante that we nurture creativity, no? So kahit na you're a parent or your teacher, especially yung mga teachers sa preschool, no, elementary years, dapat we foster creativity. So we give them some leeway, we give them a chance to explore, no? So pa-explore mo lang kahit dito sa amin sa bahay namin, no, prior to Baby Rain going home, puno ng writings yung wall, puno ng drawings yung wall. So I always tell her, I really like your artwork. I really like your ideas, no? Kahit na punong-puno na yung wall ng writings because of course hindi naman mas importante yung wall, mas importante yung anak mo. Yung anak mo ay nag-e-explore, yung anak mo ay nag-e-express ng kanyang sarili. So you have to nurture the gift, ika nga, na you have to support your child. Okay, so creativity is the correct choice for number 5. That's letter A. Number 6, you can exhibit referent power on the first day of school by blank. Letter A, employing power-seeking strategies. Letter B, giving your students a sense of belongingness and acceptance. Letter C, making your students feel you know what you are talking about. Letter D, enforcing your authority over your students. Okay, which one is the correct choice? Sir Mark Anthony Petilla Sean, sabi ni Sir Mark, ma'am, but the word brainstorm means working together. Sometimes you can even brainstorm alone, okay? So brainstorm is a way of generating ideas. So that means nagka-create ka ng ideas, nag-generate ka ng ideas. It's not specific that you are working in a group, no? So pwede siyang kahit na you are alone, you can generate ideas. And of course, yung pinaka-focus natin doon was giving your students independence, giving them the independence, not over controlling them, okay? So giving them a chance to express themselves. Kaya creativity yung ating hinahanap. Okay, letter B for number 6. I see a lot of letter B's. Letter B's. Say you are going back sa question ni Sir, no? Say you are a writer and sometimes meron kang writer's block, no? Nagkaka-writer's block ka, hindi ka nakakasulat. So you'd say, I'd have to brainstorm, I have to think of different ideas on a topic that I can write about, okay? So most of the time, brainstorming is done in groups, pero pwede din naman siyang individual activity. Okay, letter B. I see a lot of letter B's for number 6. Okay, so sabi dito, how can you exhibit referent power on the first day of school? And the correct choice here is letter B. Tama yung letter B. Giving your students a sense of belongingness and acceptance. That is referent power. Now, these powers here, the powers that we have, yung sinasabi natin, teachers' powers, no? Hindi lamang siya in teaching, and these ones are usually used in leadership and in management. Okay, so let's take a look at the different management, leadership, or teaching powers that we all have. Okay, so the first one that you have here is referent power. Ito yung hinahanap natin. The ability of a leader to effectively model behavior to her employees in a manner that provides a point of reference for employees' own behavior in work situations. So as a teacher, of course, we are also leaders, no? So sabi dito, dapat ikaw ay model. Dapat kung ano yung gusto mong gawin nila, minomodel mo. So in this case right here, yung sinasabi natin kanina, no, on the first day of school, you give your students a sense of belongingness and acceptance. You want to model that in front of your students because you'd also want your students to accept each other, no? So wala din silang bias, walang bullying inside your classroom. Okay, so that is referent power. You are being a model to your students. No, you are trying to teach them the behavior that you'd want them to have. So say you want to teach them to put their trash in the trash bin, dapat ikaw mismo naglalagay ka din ng trash sa trash bin, hindi ka naghahagis ng basura mo kung saan-saan. Okay, so that's referent power. Now the rest of the powers that we have here: expert power, the power based upon the perceived superior knowledge or specialized skills of any member of an organization. This was part of our question kanina, yung choice C mo was expert power, no? By showing your students you know what you are talking about. By showing your students that you have the mastery of the content, okay, of your content, that's expert power. Showing them that you know what you are talking about, that's expert power, okay? So, perceived superior knowledge or specialized skills. Yan yung tinatawag nating expert power from the term expert itself, okay? So, it is one way of creating or establishing authority din inside your classroom. Dapat alam mo kung ano yung sinasabi mo. Dapat alam mo yung content ng inyong subject. Now, coercive power, this was, ang choice A natin kanina is coercive power, no? Forcing employee compliance through use of threats. Kasi sabi ng inyong letter A kanina is by doing power-seeking, no? Power-seeking strategies. This is coercive power. So you are pushing your students, you are pushing your employees, for example, to do something, to comply, to follow by the use of threats. Okay? So ayaw mong gawin to, ayaw mong magsulat, I will call your parents. Sometimes we have to do it, okay? Pero dapat last na siya, last option mo na siya. Hindi naman po pwedeng palagi mong kino-coerce, no? Palagi mong tinithreat yung students mo. Now, you also have legitimate power. This is the power you derive from your formal position or office held in the organization's hierarchy of authority. So, being a teacher, meron na siyang akibat na power, no? That's your legitimate power. You are the authority inside the classroom. Kaya nga sinasabi natin as a teacher inside the classroom, you have to be strict. You have to be able to manage your classroom. Hindi po pwedeng nasisway ka nila. Hindi po pwedeng sila yung na-follow inside the classroom, because if that happens, then you will not be able to manage your class. You will not be able to teach properly. So dapat you understand the different powers that you have. And as a teacher, meron ka ng dala-dalang power because you are the authority, no? In the hierarchy of the different roles inside the classroom, ikaw yung pinaka-powerful. That's your legitimate power. And lastly, we have reward power. This is the power of a manager or a teacher to confer rewards to influence their behavior. So this is what we do so that we ask them, or so that our students would do what we ask them to do. We give them rewards, no? So that's your reward power. Reward power. Okay, thank you, Ma'am Mek, ng Gurong Pinoy. This is from Sir Dustin Agsalod. Maraming nagtatanong if saan ako nag-review, gumamit ng mga free-let YouTube materials para ko sinasabi Gurong Pinoy. Salamat sa mga free-let sessions at sa lahat ng mga future educators. Kayo na, next LPT 2022, kaya nyo yan, tiwala lang. Maraming salamat, Sir Dustin. Of course, Sir Dustin ay LPT na. Okay, so bagong LPT. All right, so again, we've talked about the different powers of a teacher, different powers of a leader. No? So may referent power ka, being a role model or being a model, asking them or showing them that they belong, that they are comfortable inside the classroom. You have your expert power, showing them that you know what you are talking about. You are the master of your content. You have legitimate power, the power that is vested upon your role as a teacher. Reward power, the power that goes with you giving rewards so that the students would do what you ask them to do. And of course, the last one is coercive power. You know, when you force your students to do something and you use threats to do this. Okay, so those are the different powers that you have as a teacher. Okay, next one, number 7. Misdemeanor has a ripple effect. This implies that as a classroom manager, a teacher blank. Letter A should reinforce positive behavior. Letter B should respond to misbehavior promptly. Letter C is consistent in her classroom management practice. Letter D counts 1 to 10 before she deals with a misbehaving student. We've already had the same item last week, no? So last weekend, meron na tayong similar item. Make sure that you already know the meaning of ripple effect. Okay, so again, gentle reminder no sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube and Facebook, your version of the video is shorter. So again, if you want to enjoy the full-length video, join our quizzes, final coaching, pre-board for free, and of course, download our materials, please be a member of Team Piaget. Just send us a message to our Facebook page. Sir Ronald Curibang, first timer. Hi, Mamek, first time here in live. Keep safe and God bless, ma'am. Thank you for all the knowledge you've shared. It's big help to me because it's been a year when I graduated. Welcome po, Sir Ronald. Okay. What's your answer for question 7? Question number 7, ano po ang ating choice? 7, I see a lot of letter B's. Okay, so we've already had a very similar question last weekend, and we know that the correct choice here is letter B. No? So ripple effect, you should respond to misbehavior promptly. Lahat naman ng choices natin halos lahat ng choices are correct, no? Reinforcing positive behavior, you are consistent in your classroom management, you may count 1 to 10, pero hindi ito supported ng ating ripple effect. Okay, so ripple effect is the term that we used when we are asking for a teacher. No, we want the teacher to respond to misbehavior promptly, quickly, because your ripple effect means whatever the behavior, misbehavior of a student is, it can it can easily influence the behavior of the rest of the students inside the classroom. So dapat as soon as possible, kinakat mo na siya. As soon as possible is you respond to the misbehavior. So letter B is correct for number 7. Number 8, the teacher is the first audio visual aid in the classroom. How can she act as one? Letter A, have a pleasing physical appearance and modulated voice. Letter B, sing before the class starts to wake up the class on a rainy day. Letter C, show her TV film clip when she was interviewed at a popular broadcast network. Letter D, wear designer clothes to catch their attention. Okay, what's the correct choice for number 8? Number 8, what is your choice? We always say this, no? We would always reiterate that there is no one that can replace, there is no one, nothing that can replace a teacher inside the classroom. And so we know that the teacher is the first audiovisual aid. Hence, what should the teacher do? Okay, a lot of you are saying letter A, and of course, letter A is correct. Okay, so you as a teacher should have a pleasing physical appearance and modulated voice. No, dapat naririnig ka until the back part of your classroom. Dapat pleasing physical appearance, no? Nagsusuklay ka naman, medyo may lipstick ng konti. Si ma'am, hindi naman masyadong kolorete yung mukha ni ma'am, no? Hindi po pwedeng hindi din nagsusuklay si ma'am. Sing before the class, we don't do that, no? Show her TV film clip, wear designer clothes. Hindi nga dapat as a teacher, because you are a public employee, especially yung mga nasa DepEd, you should live simply, no? So dapat simpleng-simple ka. Letter A is correct. Number 9. Teacher Ian wants to conduct research about dolphins on the web. Which tool should he use to find information on the internet? Is it letter A, search engine, letter B, wireless network, letter C, instant messenger, or letter D, email? Okay, what's the correct choice for number 9? Question number 9 na po tayo. Ano kaya yung tama?